Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the obligatory Costa del Sol background music video for the year. And here she is. It is time. I have words. It is our summer units. We have been waiting for this for an incredibly long time. And say hello to Beach Mama Helena. Oh my goodness. We have been long waiting the announcement of this, and now we have it. Geez, I mean, it's interesting because this didn't get a live stream, but Frederica's sister-in-law did. Interesting decisions on the part of the leadership for Gumi, but we're not here to poop on them. We're here to talk about this unit. So this is a Thunder Elemental 100 cost limited time unit. Before anybody asks, is absolutely a limited time unit. She is not going to be a permanent addition to the pool on the JP side. And Globalers, this is what you should be afraid of, as well as summer is coming very quickly to a close. And I foresee this unit also being dropped on Global within the next week. But first of all, starting with the easy one. So lightning attributed power boost for allies, of course, and we're looking at magic power up by 10% and magic attack resistance penetration rate by 20. So immediately we're getting some details that this is going to be a very offensive primary job. Secondary, main reason that I can tell that is because secondary is white mage, and tertiary is paladin, so she's going to have healing and defensive / brawly capabilities. But more importantly than that, I mean, that kind of leaves, well, where is she going to get her offensive power from? Very much from her main job. And if we just take a look at her main job really quickly here, without even too much time, you'll note we got a boosting ability here, and then we got two large AoEs, one limit burst large AoE and one main attack that is also an AoE. And I've just seen this for the first time, so you're gonna have to give me a little bit. I'm gonna do a quick bit of a translation here while we're going, but immediate thoughts are that, holy cow, are we probably going to see this unit end up being a major farm unit. Absolutely fantastic unit to get in on the ground floor on, just because we're looking at really here having a unit that is capable of just doing so many massive AoEs and, you know, AP limit start or AP start as well, going to have access to do this. So release of shell effect on her limit burst, damage on magic centric around, where our range attack resistance is reduced for 3 turns. So very powerful limit burst with a strong effect that will be good probably in PvP and AoE. The only thing is, doesn't have an incredible range on it. Any range modifiers on this unit would be really scary, but this unit will have to get somewhat close to other units if she is going to be able to do this massive AoE. But if this massive AoE hits, going to be pretty scary. Now, taking a look at her second ability here. Ooh, I hit the wrong button there. There we go. I'm just doing this on my phone really quickly because this just popped and I've been waiting for Wotv news. Magical damage medium to the targets with stop effect that CT does not accumulate. So a large AoE with stop, I would be more scared about this, but honestly, at least on the JP side, it's hard to be too terrified because Eliza's TMR, Eliza was a very popular unit that has been showing up a lot on the JP side, which means effectively that her TMR, which has a lot of status effect prevention, is also out there. So, I mean, it's not necessarily that this is going to be constantly protected against, but just a large AoE stop is obviously very strong in the right conditions and could be backbreaking in PvP for teams that are not ready for it. Last one, attack and magic power centered around her are given up for 3 turns, as well as the effect of increasing power by consuming TP when using attack abilities for 3 turns. So interestingly, a brand new ability here as well on display. Sorry, I'm looking on a different screen, so I'll scroll down. This attack not only buffs both physical and magical allies, meaning that this unit is absolutely perfect. Like, you want to talk about what I think about this? This is our Thunder Healer getting potentially power crept and removed from the conversation of a Thunder team, because holy cow, this supports both physical and magical users, which, hey, Lightning, Cloud, Orlando, I mean, the list could go on even into the future, will definitely love this. But the fact that you can also consume TP to deal extra damage is even more interesting, because, woof. I mean, yeah, I honestly think this unit looks absolutely insane. And before anybody says, Umbra, do you have any complaints about her design? No, it's a swimsuit. It's a swimsuit unit. It is what it is. She looks great. She looks fantastic. She looks like she is going to be a really triple threat. Huge threat. And what's interesting too, 100 cost unit on a limited time one, because normally a lot of our limited time units are 90 cost more recently. So getting 100 cost limited unit, okay, all right, that's the game. As for what you can expect from anything else, let's just take a quick peek here and see if there's any other interesting news. That was just a bug. We have a new map looking like Gravestone, so happy summer to all of us. Next up, just going to double check this one on a different screen so I don't get it wrong. Thank you for playing Wotv with the 1000th day of release countdown quest for 5 o'clock on Monday. You'll be getting a whole bunch of login, or a whole bunch of reward bonuses, it looks like. King pots, large stamina, just a whole bunch of different things. And there will also be a quest that you can clear for 1,000 lapis. So yay! All right, cool. I wonder if Global will get that, just as a JP release. But yeah, some nice little bonus logins there, and a training mission for the brand new character. Let's just reload real quick, see if we have any hint. Doesn't look like any kind of new weapon quite yet. Got any other details? No. So I mean, so let's just talk really quickly about whether or not I think she's going to be incredibly good. Yes, I think that she will be incredibly powerful. I think she will be incredibly good. I think this might be the first summer unit that I can really think of that's going to have a potential really strong effect. But there is some notability on at least the initial part of her kit. Range, I mean, if you look at like what Ice is currently capable of doing from incredibly long range, there is still a possibility that range units, especially Ice, which is very popular on JP right now, and very strong with the combination of Eliza and Ayala, she may not get incredibly good way of getting in close without actually running a tank to kind of protect her. Once she gets in there, she could be quite devastating, especially if any of her AoEs hit. The other question is how she will interact with a cancel magic user such as Celeste. And I know what people are initially thinking about, already I can hear the comments being like, but Umbra, she's a water unit. Yes, well, if she can prevent, if you have a potential good way of just preventing even a couple of large AoE magic attacks, that might be enough most times. Against Earth units, I don't think that she will pose too much of a threat, because Oberyn has been pretty strong on JP, and some of the Earth units have gotten indirect buffs from some of the job improvements that have happened. Calf and Ruel, I think, are actually totally fine. I think they're actually really, really good right now. And new Macherie as well should put up a pretty big fight. But there is always the question about the rest of her kit, whether she has Thunder, debuffing capabilities, whether she has a lot of survivability from her Paladin job, and White Mage too. Curious whether she has raise or re-raise. I mean, re-raise is pretty unlikely unless they are seriously boosting her White Mage capabilities, and that might just be too strong. But this is what we have long prophesized of coming to the game, but interestingly, not a fire unit, not a fire unit. And looks like a slight update here, but nothing particularly pertinent. So I'm just going to upload this video to YouTube. Let me know, are you excited about this? Because damn, she actually looks just really gorgeous. This is just a really nice design for a unit. So excellent, excellent, excellent. And I'm just curious about the rest of her kit. And I think this is going to be a high pull rate unit. So yeah, do with that what you will. So thanks for watching, take care, and look forward to some more videos in the near future about this unit, and especially when she releases early next week for JP, and potentially shortly after Global 2. Thanks, see you next time.